so I can start. Perfect. So good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here at EC3 event to present my contribution. I'm Caterina Morganti, and I'm a postdoctoral research fellow and adjunct professor at the University of Bologna, in particular at the Department of Architecture at the University of Bologna in Italy. And the talk I'm presenting today is entitled Teaching BIM, a comparison between actual and future perspective. And this research was carried out in collaboration with authors Ugo Maria Coraglia and Marco Alvise Bragadin from Alma Mater Studiorum University of Bologna, Dominique Rissolo from University of California, San Diego, Emlyn Witt, Tallinn University of Technology, Estonia, and Kalle Kähkönen from Tampere University of Technology in Finland. The research I am about to present places itself as an extension of the European Erasmus Plus project entitled BENEDICT. The BENEDICT project is an Erasmus Plus strategic partnership between the Department of Civil Engineering and Architecture at Tallinn University of Technology, Estonia, the Civil Engineering Unit of Tampere University, Finland, and the Department of Architecture at the University of Bologna in Italy. BENEDICT project is aimed at leveraging the emerging possibility of BIM to enhance the education of RIC professionals by developing an innovative BIM-enabled learning environment which offers more realistic, immersive, and integrated learning experience. The concept and the use of building information modeling, as you know, is currently a popular design and control tool used extensively in the construction industry, in Italy, in Finland, in Estonia, and the United States, and worldwide. And, but the question we ask ourselves, and that is the purpose of this research, is what is the right way to structure BIM courses in universities? So my talk today will be more closely focused on making a reflection on the method on teaching BIM, a reflection on how to think about structuring by teaching on BIM in engineering and architecture universities. Culturally and operatively, the profession of engineering and architecture in Italy is still characterized for the most part by individualism, an individualist professor even in academic teaching, which often prevents the establishment of stable reticular relationship, both in terms of interdisciplinary aggregation as well as collaboration between different figures. So building information modeling, on the other hand, is the tool, a workflow on which to convey all specialized information in a single digital model, and for that reason promotes interoperability and teamwork. That is a simultaneous operation and multiple designer at the same model or project. So clearly, the need to have different professionals working on the same digital model has led to need to standardize and normalize the roles of the people involved. So I mentioned some roles in the next few slides and some tasks only as an example. For example, the BIM manager is responsible for planning, design, delivery, and efficient management of the BIM plan while coordinating with professional figures such as BIM specialist and BIM coordinator. BIM coordinator develops and maintains BIM protocols and execution plans and other documentation while coordinating work information flow. The main purpose of the CDE manager role is to ensure that information, document, and records management is run effectively. And the BIM specialist is the advanced operator and in information management and modeling. So BIM specialist acts within each project using a BIM authoring software. But yes, so the list of professional figures I just mentioned was made only to understand the complexity of skills and roles that you need to fulfill in this process. So the reflection I would like to make in these minutes is not so much related the individual software to be delivered and thrown in the university, but is a reflection more related to the pedagogy on the correct ways to build a future characterized by professionals who are increasingly collaborating in large teams, and where the degree of professional and the degree of specialization and engineering of the process is increasing. So a portion of our research and BENEDICT research contributes knowledge about the mechanism that supports students in planning, managing, and improving collaborative information strategy in a BIM context. First of all, for the development of the research, a literature review of text in the field of academic education on BIM was initially conducted. We started with paper with keywords such as BIM education, BIM curriculum, BIM course, and visualization in engineering education in publication. The analyses were used to organize qualitative data related to BIM into similar groups of conceptual categories in order to analyze the trend in current academic research in BIM education. The study reviewed and analyzed 60 publications related to BIM education from 2012 to the present from authors in 20 countries. The literature review process on global trends in BIM education research led to the identification of 6 conceptual categories: identify BIM needs in tertiary education institution, identify essential BIM skills for BIM education, develop BIM educational frameworks, develop BIM curricula, experiment with BIM courses, develop strategy to overcome BIM educational problems. These categories shows that researchers and educators in the BIM field have addressed related questions on why we need BIM education, what to teach in academic BIM education, and how to develop academic BIM education on different levels. So, as anticipated before, the BENEDICT project initially involved several universities in different European states, as Italy, Estonia, and Finland. But in order to have a global perception of BIM teaching trends in the academia around the world, part of this research started focused on analyzing the delivery of BIM teaching in the United States, one of the most advanced states in the field of BIM. So, more specifically, the portion of the research was developed in collaboration with the Qualcomm Institute, University of California, San Diego. And research has demonstrated that in the United States there are several undergraduate programs with BIM-related courses in many different levels. The main one includes civil engineering, architectural engineering, construction engineering, construction management. Almost 120 universities in the United States are fully accredited to provide degree programs that offer BIM courses as part of the curriculum. The table here, as you can see in the slide, shows some examples. With the exception of the Georgia Institute of Technology, which has been conducting research on BIM since early 1990s, most of the United States universities have been introducing BIM since the 2000. So this study on the education in university around the world identified BIM academics experience into 3 categories of education: single course, interdisciplinary course, and distance collaboration. Single course, these categories include the universities that have introduced BIM but only in one discipline. So these courses teach the use of BIM software and the creation, development, and analysis of models themselves. They also plan to simulate real collaboration, but with the student of the same course. The interdisciplinary. This category includes universities that teach BIM concept by simulating real collaboration with students from different courses at the same university. Example of interdisciplinary courses can be found at the University of Pennsylvania, Oklahoma University, Auburn University, Georgia Institute of Technology, and University of Maryland. And these are examples of universities that currently integrated 2 or 3 courses program in which students develop collaboratively using BIM softwares. And the last one, the distance collaboration. This category includes the Teach BIM subject by simulating real collaboration with students from different universities who are expected to collaborate in an interoperable way. So an example of this experience is provided by the collaboration between the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Montana State University, and University of Wyoming. So by examining the state-of-the-art of teaching techniques and courses relating teaching approach and needs and propose BIM-based solution to deliver university course at AIC sector, it was also possible to integrate and to produce in a structural way user manuals, guides, and video tutorial accessible to students who will use the BLA platform. So to conclude, BIM education and awareness of assumption have different levels of implementation around the world. The study and the examination done try to help to provide greater knowledge on the subject and more tools for purpose of creating the teaching platform object of study. This study conducted indicated that educators faced many challenges regarding incorporating of BIM in the curriculum, mainly concerning education knowledge and skills and available resources, both financial and physical. The curriculum as a learning tool in the training of the new professional. However, this teaching approach must be easily replicable in any degree program, and the new engineering, architecture, and design community will increasingly find a diverse professional who will need to use common design and working tools. So, the needs of student and teacher consist in having the availability of data, reports, piece of information, BIM object, and models concerning architecture and engineer system. Therefore, a BIM-based learning system needs to be implemented in a virtual platform and where BIM workflow can be performed. The BENEDICT project provides a learning environment, a web-based platform where teaching and learning activities can be performed. The BIM-enabled learning platform, called BLA, can deliver the different categories of BIM experience, and by creating searchable and updatable materials on an open access platform and interactive feature for using it, the proposed BIM teaching approach should help students to achieve a deeper understanding the subject of BIM. The platform is now in the process of implementation, and if you want to start exploring this platform, you can find at this link right in the slide the platform that we are developing in this moment. So thank you for your attention.